Here's the trailhead parking lot at Grayson Highlands State Park for an overnight backpack with friends Amy, Cindy, Bruce, and Kathy. And here's a GPS track of our route, starting at the bottom and going to our camp at the top. And here's our backpacking group from left: Amy, Will, Cindy, Kathy, and Bruce. Here we're starting out from the parking lot, and almost immediately we started seeing blooming rhododendron, pink to red, and indeed saw them throughout the trip. And here we're heading up the Rhododendron Trail to the Appalachian Trail from Massey Gap. The weather has turned out to be great, so far anyway, and we're heading out for an overnight backpack. We stopped for lunch after reaching the Appalachian Trail at this wonderful location. Early on here, everyone is looking at a herd of the famous Mount Rogers ponies. And now we're heading out the Springs Trail to the end of the trail nearly, which is 3/4 of a mile, and a campsite. We hiked to near the end of the Springs Trail, found a great site near some water, set up our camp, got some water, and then we headed out for a day hike. And here we're looking at some of the great views. Stone Mountain. And we're right below Wilburn Ridge. Here's a GPS track of our day hike from our camp at right to the top of Wilburn Ridge off to the left. Here, after climbing off trail for a good ways, we've reached a gap along the AT on Wilburn Ridge, and the views keep getting better and better the higher we get. That's the AT right there, which we're going to follow up to one of the high points of Wilburn Ridge. We're standing on top of Wilburn Ridge, which runs out there, and that's Wilburn Ridge right there. AT follows it, and the AT follows it down to the Wise Shelter, and then up along Stone Mountain, and down to the Scales there, and then it goes on. This is just a hell of a view from the top of the northwestern section, I guess, of Wilburn Ridge. We started over there, down below that dark mountain, just over that ridge right there. And we're camped somewhere down there.
Somebody's legs.
Great. You made it. You made it. Look at this view, Amy. This is well worth the trip.
It's beautiful.
Come around this way.
Okay. Sit down and see what it is. Yeah, I feel better. Oh. You can finally see it with you. It's almost 360, really. There's the dead tree.
Yep.
There's our marker. There's our marker.
Yeah, see that's the gap right down there we came up to, and we're camped. Gosh, wish I could recognize it somewhere down in there.
That brown can's not going to fall down.
I think right there somewhere.
Got a brown covering.
Here's our group on a rock outcrop near the top of Wilburn Ridge, and a panoramic photograph of the view from where we climbed. Amy, what? Okay, Amy's out. Cindy, what do you think of the trip?
It's a fantastic trip.
Okay.
The best trip ever.
Bruce and Kathy, how would you think of the trip?
Great campsite.
Couldn't be better. Beautiful view.
Wonderful.
Okay.
Wonderful out.
Now, back to the holdout over here. Amy, what do you think of the trip?
I think it is just absolutely yay, fantastic.
Right. Okay, very good.
Back to the fire. Oh, that big piece is just perfect. Just exactly what we needed.
Dinner for Amy and me was some pretty good pesto pasta with some extra pesto from Bruce and Kathy. After dinner, it was getting cool enough so that Bruce, Kathy, and Cindy built us a very nice fire. Well, it's Friday morning. We had a cool but not cold night. A lot of moisture this morning, but no rain. Yesterday, of course, was perfect. They had predicted some rain, but no rain. And today is going to be a beautiful day. Sun has just come up about half an hour ago. And it's really bright since there's not a single cloud in the sky. That's our tent there. And the other tents are up the hill ways. And usually I got up a bit before everybody else. Our tents are over there. And even better than I'd thought, there's a nice creek right there, very close to the campsite, which I didn't know about. And of course, up there is Wilburn Ridge, where we hiked to yesterday. The creek is fairly definitely on an old road that terminates on the maps now right here, but at one time used to go on, I think. And right there is the water source. Just about perfect for getting water. Say witty comments as you pass the camera. Say witty comments.
Okay, let's social distance.
I guess Will would carry my pack.
No social distance.
Yeah.
Nobody. Okay,
Yeah, we can't
everybody
complain.
check that Will.
Just go right beside where the tent was, Amy. You can see the camera over there pointing
I
towards
see
you.
the camera.
And remember, witty comments.
You don't want my witty comments right now.
Can't believe Will sent us on this hike, and he said he would
I
carry
know.
my pack.
Oh,
No, you got to go where Amy is.
Okay, Bruce, you're waylaying that you didn't go to the right.
Okay, that's okay.
All righty.
Thank you very much.
Hi.
We're exiting the heart of darkness. I wouldn't recommend this stuff to anybody.
Oh, that's a good one. That's a good one.
You wouldn't believe the snakes here.
Okay, off to the right.
Off to the right.
And there they go. We're going down the same way a ways and then continue on the AT a little farther than we hiked it yesterday and go down to the camp or the trailhead at a different point from the east end of Wilburn Ridge. Here's a GPS track of our day 2 route on a Google Earth photograph, and it's about a mile longer. Yeah, that's Fabio on the right there. And he's often around here.
Yeah.
Quite a pony. He's got a harem of... You think what?
He's a trans.
Right, okay, okay.
I just think that I would hate having hair in my eyes all the time. I almost want.
Well, we're hiking out the AT back on Grayson Highlands property. And we're going to follow Wilburn Ridge way out there to that high point and down to the left, and then go down the other side to the camp trailhead. Here we're diverting from the AT a bit, heading toward those rocks atop Wilburn Ridge, and to see some more ponies.
Yeah, that's right. Just look at it.
Along the crest of Wilburn Ridge, eastern section. Here we're leaving the Appalachian Trail, which is right there on the eastern end of Wilburn Ridge, and we're taking a connector trail that goes about 7/10 of a mile down to the trailhead. Well, we're getting toward the parking lot and the trailhead, and this is the last of the grassy balls, I guess. And as I head on down the trail, we've hiked around 6 miles, not very much, but we've seen an incredible amount of scenery and wildlife and ponies, of course. So it's been a very good backpack, and now the trail is descending into a totally different environment, very forested. Turn around and show the trail there as it gets close to the trailhead. Well, we're crossing the 2 small creeks right near the trailhead parking lot, maybe 50 yards, so we're just about there. It's a little afternoon. We got started yesterday at around 12:30, so we spent about 24 hours in the Grayson Highland State Park and the Mount Rogers National Recreation Area Crest Zone. Perfect weather, as I've mentioned, both days. Not too hot and no rain, and beautiful skies, and just about perfect. So a great backpack. And right over there, I'm kind of looking almost at the parking lot.